Belarus is a home for 4 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and Mir Castle is the most popular amongst Belarusian tourist attractions. The castle has become a symbol of Belarus, a common model for souvenir magnets, and it's worth it. Mir Castle is a unique monument of Belarusian medieval architecture. It was built by Duke Yuri Ilinich in early 16th century near village Mir. In place a wooden feudal farmstead, which was burned by the Tatars. Thickness of the walls of the castle is 2 meters at the top and 3 meters at the bottom. Walls and towers of the Mir Castle are laid with 3-layer brick and stone masonry. The castle has a simple rectangular shape with a tower at each corner and the 5th tower with a drawbridge, which could urgently stop a sudden attack. The castle was well adapted for gunshot defense. Its walls had 2 rows of loopholes, and its towers were intended for heavy cannon shooting. In 1527, the owner of the Mir Castle, Yuri Ilinich, died. His grandson, also Yuri Ilinich, inherited huge debts and an unfinished building. Educated at the court of the Princess Radziwiłł in Nesvej and having no offspring of his own, Ilinich bequeathed the Mir Castle and his earl title to Nicholas the orphan Radziwiłł. Radziwiłł finished building the castle in the Renaissance style. A 3-story palace was built along the eastern and northern walls of the castle. Plastered frontages were decorated with granite portals, balconies and porches. In 1655, the castle was stormed by the Cossacks led by Hetman Ivan Zolotarenko. The ensuing war with Russia, as well as the Great Northern War, condemned the castle to destruction and desolation for almost a century. Only in 1730s the castle was completely restored. In 1785, King Stanislas Augustus Poniatowski visited the Mir Castle at the invitation of Karol Stanislas Pani Kochanko, which means dear sir, Radziwiłł, who was struck by the wealth and splendor of the internal decoration of the palace. Death of Pani Kochanko and liquidation of the Commonwealth led to the loss of value of the castle. Last heir in the male line of Radziwiłł's Nesvej branch, Prince Dominic Hieronymus Radziwiłł, died in 1813 in France. His daughter Stephanie died at the age of 22. The castle was inherited after her death by her husband, Leo Wittgenstein. His son Peter died childless, therefore his sister Maria inherited the castle. In 1939, after the accession of Western Belarus to the USSR, Mir Castle was nationalized. Until 1941, it housed the production cooperative. During the German occupation, the Jewish ghetto, and a camp for prisoners of war. Until 1956, the castle was inhabited by people who lost their homes during the war. In January 1987, the castle became a branch of the State Art Museum of Belarus. In December 2000, the Mir Castle complex is included in the UNESCO World Heritage List.